Welcome to Honey Good. My name is Elise and I'm a professional makeup artist who specializes in helping women 50 plus look on the outside how they feel on the inside. For 6 years, I worked as a makeup artist for a major cosmetics line, and because I'm passionate about helping women 50 plus like you and me look and feel our confident best, I launched my own business, Boomer and Beyond Beauty, where I teach makeup techniques classes, I make presentations, and I also do individual consultations. And next week, I'm excited to launch a YouTube beauty video channel specifically for those of us 50 plus that is going to be called Boomer and Beyond Beauty with Elise. So I hope you'll stop by. But today, I'm absolutely delighted to share some tips for fabulous lips for those of you who are part of the Honey Good family. And I just want to say first that it's not your imagination. Our lips do get paler and smaller as we get older. But the good news is there are some tips and techniques that can give you fabulous lips after 50, and we're going to be sharing those today. First, I want to talk about how we deal with those paler lips. There's some fascinating research that was done very recently that applies to our lips as well. And the research resulted in some interesting conclusions about why we're more attractive to other people. It turns out the research has concluded the reason we're more attractive is when we have more facial contrast. So as our lips get paler, as we get older, we have less and less facial contrast. So the good news is if we go with a little bit brighter lipstick, and it doesn't mean it has to be huge, bright, and bold, but if we go with a little bit brighter lipstick that gives more contrast against our skin, we are going to look more vibrant and, dare I say it, more youthful. And there is something that's a trend now called the nude lip look. Probably not our best friend, only because with the nude lip look, we're not having any facial contrast. It's really the skin of the lips against the skin that's paler and not enough contrast to really help us look our best. So there are two things we can really do to make our lips and our skin more radiant. And first of all, we need to consider color that we choose for our lip color and also brightness. So let's first talk about color, then brightness, and then we'll talk about how to get our lips to look a little bit larger as well, which also makes a difference. So for color, it's important to know your skin undertone. And we're either a warm, cool, or a neutral undertone. If you're not sure what you are, it can make a huge difference. I was working with a woman just the other day, and she was pulling out her own lipstick to put on after we'd had a consultation together. And I asked her, would you mind if we just tried something a little bit different? And I pulled out a lipstick that was much more reactive to her skin undertone and much more complementary to her skin undertone. And when we put it on, she was just stunned. She didn't say anything for a few moments as she looked in the mirror. And then she just sort of shook her head and said, I can't believe the difference. It truly can make a difference and be a game changer. So finding your skin undertone is extremely important so you can find the right lip color. So if you are a warm undertone, here are the things that probably are true for you. First of all, you probably tan easily. You don't burn. You look better with probably gold jewelry as opposed to silver jewelry. You're probably more drawn to coral colors than pink colors. And also, if you hold just a blank white sheet of paper up against your face and your neck, you will notice more of a warm undertone to your skin, more of a yellow undertone to your skin than a cool or blue or pink undertone to your skin. The other thing that's really important to do is look at the underside of your wrists. You will have either more of a green undertone or a blue undertone. If it's more green, then you are more likely a warm undertone to your skin. If it's blue, like mine definitely is, you're more likely a cool undertone to your skin. And if you're not quite sure, somewhere in between, you're most likely a neutral undertone to your skin. So those are the things to consider whether you're a warm undertone for your skin. If you're a cool undertone, you're going to look better in silver jewelry. You're probably going to burn or freckle. And if you hold that white sheet of paper up against your neck and your face without any makeup on, I might add, then most likely you're going to see more pink undertones than yellow undertones in your skin. So those are the two ways to tell warm and cool. Now what about neutral? Well, neutral, you probably can tan a little bit. You can probably wear either gold or silver jewelry and probably look good in pink or coral colors. And when you hold that white sheet of paper up against your face and neck, you probably aren't going to see one dominant warm or cool undertone, either a yellow or a pink undertone to your skin. And if you're neutral, you are extremely lucky, because what that means is you can wear both warm and cool colors. So let's take a look at the lipstick colors that can work for you if you're a warm undertone. If you're warm undertone, things like peaches, tangerines, corals, orange reds can look absolutely gorgeous on you. If you're a cool undertone, you're better off with pinks, raspberries, plums, and blue-red colors for lipsticks. And if you're neutral, you can go either way with those warm colors or with the cool colors. However, you probably are going to be best served if you keep your choice somewhere in the middle range rather than going to the extremes of really dark orange or really dark plum, for instance. All right, so that's the important thing about undertone for your skin. The second thing is to think about brightness. There's a tendency right now for matte lipstick colors, which can work really well on especially younger people. But what happens is when we wear a matte color, light is absorbed into that color. It doesn't reflect out. And dark, as we know from our art school backgrounds in classes in grade school or beyond, dark colors, as they absorb light, they also make things look smaller. So dark matte lipstick makes our lips look smaller, and we lose any kind of brightness or radiance to our lips. And brightness is a wonderful thing to have because it makes us look fresher, more youthful, and more radiant. So we want to stick with brighter colors, a brighter formulation of colors for our lipstick. Now the other question to think about is, how do we create that brightness? And that is with a more luminous formulation of lipstick or with a lip gloss. Now, there may be some of you, and I'm certainly in this category, that have problems with lipstick migrating, those feathering lip problems that we have where lipstick migrates into the fine lines around our lips. So if you wear a more luminous lip color or lip gloss, those have a tendency to migrate into your lip lines. So you say, Elise, wait a minute, you just told us to wear brighter, lighter colors, lighter formulation, glossier formulation. So now what do I do? Well, there is a remedy to that, and that is you can take, if you have that problem with lipstick feathering or migrating, take a matte lipstick and use it as your base lipstick. That will keep, it's much less likely that way that the matte lipstick will feather into fine lines. Then, to add brightness, take a brighter formulation of lip color or a lip gloss or both and apply it over the matte lipstick. But just make sure that you don't bring the brighter formulations out to the very edge of the lips. Keep the matte lipstick on the very edge of the lips. So that's how to add brightness and beautiful gloss to your lip color, even if you have lipstick that feathers out onto your skin. Let's also talk about how we make our lips look larger. And you probably remember the look from the 80s where the overdrawn lip liner was used. Not going to go that route, but what I will suggest is using a lip liner that's either a neutral color or that matches your lipstick color. And then if you want to increase the size of your lips, use that lip liner along the outer edge of your lip line. If you want to decrease the size of your lips, and frankly, I do that on my upper lip, you put it on the lip liner on the inside edge of your lip line. So that's an easy way to make an adjustment, and just that small adjustment can make a huge difference in helping our lips look a little bit more fabulous. So I hope these tips have been helpful today. If you have enjoyed them and if you have comments, we'd love to hear from you. Especially would love to know if you have a warm or a cool undertone to your skin, and what lipsticks and glosses have you found that have really worked well for you. Would love to hear that. Thank you so much for watching today. We appreciate your being with us and delighted that Honey Good is a part of all of our lives. Thank you so much, and hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Thanks.